I'm sad that 13 Going on 30 is leaving Netflix because I've watched it since I was really little, and me and my sister used to watch it together, so it's going to be really sad.
Homecoming is now less than a month away, and we'll give you the information on how to purchase your tickets for the dance.
College football is well into its season, and reporter Desmond Burge will fill you in on the highlights in today's sports.
Theater's Meteor Boy is slowly approaching, and in today's entertainment, reporter Kendall Jackson will give you an inside look into members of the cast.
These stories plus more headlines are coming your way on today's THS TV.
Homecoming is around the corner and tickets are going on sale soon. Good morning, I'm Adeline Lee.
And I'm Avery Zhao, and this is THS TV.
This year there will be a limited number of ticket sales, so it's recommended that you buy them early. You will also save money by buying them early because prices will go up as the dance approaches.
They will start at $15 from Monday, September 24th to Friday, September 28th. They will go up to $20 on October 1st until October 5th. Finally, they will be $25 the week of homecoming.
It's kind of in a rush. It's pretty hard for me to deal with it now because, money's kind of tight, but at the same time, the prices are really expensive as well. I mean, I think they need to lower the cost a little bit to probably like $5 or $10. Well, mostly 10.
If you are bringing a date who does not attend Thompson, they will have to fill out the date form by October 5th. You can see Miss Blackman in room A205 to get a form. This past Friday's football game was a success as the Warriors took a win against Oak Mountain. But following the football game, the student section was upset over a changed tradition, and reporter Ashley Ryan will fill you in.
This past Friday was an exciting time for the fans, football players, and faculty as it was the first game at the new stadium. However, the student section's excitement dropped as they were told that the tradition of rushing the field after a win would no longer continue at the new stadium. Many students' favorite part of a home game win at Larry Simmons Stadium was to rush the field after the game and sing the alma mater with the football players and cheerleaders. Due to safety matters, administration shut that tradition down this past Friday.
As y'all know, we have this brand new facility, new Warrior Stadium, and the way it's designed with the railing and everything like that, safety of our students is going to be our top priority here at Thompson High School. And if you think about it, we have a great student section, 300 plus students sitting in there every game. It's awesome, but if that many people storming the field at one time, crowd control and things like that, that's going to be unsafe. Okay.
While many students understood the reasoning, they were still disappointed.
We were really upset because it's a tradition and we want to do the alma mater with the football players. And I understand it's dangerous, but I think that administration could find a way to make it work. And because it's a tradition to make us happy, I don't see why they wouldn't want to make it work.
Not only did administration consider the safety factor, they also did not consider this game worthy of rushing the field.
And at the end of the day, when you storm a field, you see colleges do it, it's usually because they won a championship, they won this big region title, things like that. So when you storm a field, you want it to be meaningful, not just because you won a regular season game.
Do you think students should be able to rush the field after a win? Tweet your opinion to THS News TV for a chance to be featured on an upcoming show. Reporting for THS TV on the field rushing controversy, I'm Ashley Ryan.
Are you part of the Leo Club? Well, next week on September 27th, there will be a meeting for all members held in the Innovation Center during zero period for juniors and seniors. Freshmen and sophomores will meet the following day on September 28th. This meeting is mandatory for all members in the club to attend.
Here's what's trending on Twitter. Hashtag AFL Tiger Pies is trending on Twitter with over 14,000 tweets. Users took to Twitter to express their shock and joy over the game between Richmond and Collingwood. This game determined who was going to make the grand final. Richmond was the favorite going into the game, while Collingwood was the underdog. In a series of matches, Richmond leads with 2 wins, with Collingwood obtaining 1 win. Tweet us at THS News TV, and you can be featured on an upcoming show. Now let's take a look at other hot topics in today's national headlines.
An assault on Thursday morning at a Rite Aid distribution center left 3 people dead and several others wounded. Police officers said that they did not discharge their weapons, but the suspected shooter is in critical condition at a local hospital. The gunwoman is in custody. 18 people have become sick with E. coli illness due to ground beef. Cargill Meat Solutions recalled 132,606 pounds of ground meat this past Wednesday. The meat was produced June 21st, and the sick individuals began experiencing symptoms between July 5th and 25th. Brett Kavanaugh visited the White House complex on Thursday for the third day in a row. He discussed his past with a small group of White House staff. He is hopeful he gets to present himself the way he would like on Monday if his hearing moves forward.
The football team faces Tuscaloosa County tonight, and I'm really excited to see how they'll play.
Yeah, especially coming off from a win last week, I think that we're going to do really, really well this week.
Yeah, I'm really excited to go and see how the football team's gonna go do, you know?
Yeah.
Especially, like Blakely said, after the win last night and the whole ribbon ceremony last week, so I'm really excited.
I have more in today's sports.
But first, we've got your needs to know and today's announcements.
The Warriors face off against Tuscaloosa County Wildcats. The Wildcats are 1-3 on their season. Last week, they suffered a tough loss to the Vestavia Hills Rebels, 28-19. Thompson is coming off a strong win versus Oak Mountain, 35-21. Talia Tagovailoa threw over 500 yards versus Oak Mountain, which led him to win Birmingham Area's High School Football Player of the Week. The game will be at Tuscaloosa County and starts at 7 o'clock. Stay tuned for Tuesday's show for a recap on tonight's game.
All right, so we're excited to get back out there. I feel like we've come a long way just from last week to this week. We had a good practice this week, so we're just excited to get back out there.
The volleyball team played Hoover on Tuesday, and even though they came up short, here's some highlights from the game. They started off the game slow, but progressed as the game went on, and it was not enough to come home with a win. The team had 2 aces, 28 kills, 5 blocks, 27 assists, and 30 digs, all made by various players. Junior player Colby Reed was nominated for Central Alabama Volleyball Player of the Week since she provided 62 kills, 10 aces, and 52 digs in 8 matches last week. Reed is also in the running again for Player of the Week this week. Coach Grace Burgess said, quote, "They found the areas needed for improvement," end quote.
I feel like the rest of the volleyball season is going to be really good. Once we find our groove, then we're going to kill it.
They play Hewitt-Trezeville on Tuesday at Hewitt. Tune in on Tuesday to see if Colby Reed received first place for the Volleyball Player of the Week. College football is well into its season, and reporter Desmond Burge will give you highlights of the season so far.
We're coming up on week 5 of this college football season, and this is where top 5 rankings stand. The Crimson Tide have been outscoring their opponents by 142 points with 3 huge wins over Louisville, Arkansas, and Ole Miss. Saban and his team will take the field tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. to take on 22-ranked team Texas A&M.
We'll play in 3 non-ranked teams before playing a well-ranked team. It's like a practice almost. Like, obviously they've been playing good opponents, especially with Ole Miss and Louisville to start the season. but I think they've gotten enough chemistry now to play against a good Texas A&M team. So I don't see them winning by as much as they did against Ole Miss, but I do see them winning the game.
Along with Alabama, Georgia has been outscoring opponents by a tremendous amount as well. The Bulldogs have wins over Austin Peay, South Carolina, and Middle Tennessee. Their next game will be against Missouri tomorrow at 11 a.m. The Clemson Tigers are coming off a win against Georgia Southern, 38-7. Georgia Tech will travel to South Carolina to match up with these Tigers tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. The Tigers will also be showing off a new alternate jersey in this game as well. This Ohio team has been making their way up in rankings after not doing so well last season. On the offensive side, Dwayne Haskins and Ron Day says there will be a new wave to follow.
Probably been here for 3 years now, just being able to see guys like Marshawn and Malik and Garyon in practice, and then going into the game and then seeing the field, it just doesn't feel like feels like second nature really. So just whether we call a play, me and Coach A are on the same page. We want to go with the ball every single time, regardless of the coverage, and we're just dialing it up.
The Oklahoma Sooners are coming off a win against Iowa State, 37-27, and they will go up against Army tomorrow at 6 p.m.
From the high school gym to the college turf, we got the details in today's national sports headlines. Pro golfer Tiger Woods, at being number 20, is still in the running for the fourth and final tournament in the PGA Tour's FedEx Cup playoff. Former MMA fighter Chuck Liddell is coming back and is supposedly never leaving again. It has now been 8 years after he walked away from his career and nearly 11 years since his last victory. Jordan Matthews, a second-round pick by the New England Patriots, will be coming back after his hamstring injury with the Buffalo Bills. Coaches say he has fully recovered and will be starting back where it all began this upcoming season. That's all for today's sports. Tune in on Tuesday for a recap of tonight's game against Tuscaloosa County. Now back to Avery with more news.
Students are getting prepared for their future career path in high school, and reporter Gracie Coker has information on how to get a head start on top-paying jobs in the arts and communication field.
The career tech field is coming back in style and handing out a good salary while doing it. High school students are filling the slots to become career tech ready, with over 20,000 getting certified in different career tech credentials. These students are put on a special path towards the future career of their choosing through these programs throughout the school.
Well, I'm thankful for this program because it kind of brought out, it made me realize I have a passion in journalism, and I've been taking them since freshman year, and ever since then I love being on camera and producing, writing, and I feel like it's good to have these kind of programs because it gives you a head start, and it lets you see what you're going to be doing if you want to go into that field.
One of the major career tech jobs are the arts, AV technology, and communications. These occupations can range from news production, telecommunication, or public relations specialist. When deciding what career field you want to go into, salary is a bigger part of the matter. In the fields of art, AV tech, and communications, an average salary could range from $19,000 to $80,000 a year. High school students as well need to think about the classes they need to take in order to work up to this role. Going into any of these jobs, staying on track with your basic core classes, math, English, science, and history, and as electives going into journalism elective, speech, or marketing classes can prepare you for the future career and allow you to have a sneak peek of what the job is like. Getting into an internship or shadowing someone in their career field for the day can also be helpful to check more into depth on that career. When entering college, check out the degree required for that field to get the best advantage in finding a job after high school. Interested in a career in this field? Check out your options at your school and get involved to see what it's all about. Reporting live for THS TV on all the latest news in your students' future careers, I'm Gracie Coker.
The debate team announced their first official team at Thompson High School yesterday. These students range from freshmen to seniors and will have their first meeting Tuesday, September 25th in room A114. Remember, all you need to bring is something to write with and something to write on. The Performing Arts Center opened on Tuesday, and I'm really excited just to see, because the theater gets to start their upcoming play in that auditorium, and it's super exciting.
I'm just so glad that they're able to, like, Thompson's able to give back to each career and each little group for everything. So I'm really happy that we're getting involved in each group. You know?
And I know all the band students in theater and magicals are going to love that new facility, and it's very nice. I've got more in entertainment.
But first, Peyton has your local forecast and today's Warrior weather.
We'll be right back.
I'm Peyton Oden, and this is your Warrior weather. Today there will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 91 and a low of 71. Heading into the weekend, Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 89 and a low of 70. Sunday will also be partly cloudy with a high of 89 and a low of 70. Starting the week off on Monday, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 87 and a low of 71. Tuesday will also have a high of 86 and a low of 71. That's all for today's Warrior weather. Now back to Gavin with today's entertainment outfit.
And now Thompson Theater will be entering the Twilight Zone. Once again, the theater department is taking on the famed plays of Twilight Zone this October to follow up with Meteor Boy. This play develops as a woman is in a hospital for thinking she's uglier than everyone else because she is different. The Twilight Zone captures the idea of beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The play is set to be Wednesday, October 24th. On Tuesday, the brand new Performing Arts Center opened up with a performance from the Alabama Symphony Orchestra. The Performing Arts Center has been in construction for a while and it's now open. The center will be used for theater projections, band performances, and magical performances. Meteor Boy is less than a month away, and reporter Kendall Jackson will be introducing you to a few more characters. Music, movies, and more, we've got the latest gossip and celebrity news in today's Hollywood headlines. On Monday, Kanye West joined Chance the Rapper for an event for Open Mic Chicago. He mentioned in the event that he will be moving back to his hometown, Chicago, permanently. Chicago is very special to Kanye and Kim's hearts as they named their kids Northwest, Saint West, and Chicago West. After years of rumors, LeBron finally came out and announced that he and his production company will be working on a sequel to Space Jam. The producers of films such as Black Panther and Creed, Ryan Coogler, will be producing the film and is set to come out summer of 2019. In Eminem's latest album, Kamikaze, he dissed several rappers creating drama, but one rapper has responded with a diss of their own, Machine Gun Kelly. He named his diss Rap Devil, mocking Eminem's song Rap God. Eminem sat down in an interview and said he was going to respond to MGK, and he recently came out with Kill Shot. That's all for today's entertainment. Tune in on Tuesday for more members of the Meteor Boy cast. Now let's toss it to Joseph with today's Health Corner.
Hi, I'm Joseph Cooper and welcome to your Health Corner. This week we will go over some of the best healthy game day snacks to take your tailgating to the next level. Starting off with pesto and turkey cucumber rolls. These rolls are a quick and easy way, and most importantly, healthy way to avoid baking, grilling, and sauteing. Another quick way to knock off some of those calories is with Chipotle chicken sweet potato skins. This recipe is the widely known junk food and turns into a snack you can feel good about during the big game. Finally, to top off your tailgate, throw in some cornmeal parmesan crusted salmon fingers. These salmon fingers are a quick way to class things up and throw out the typical chicken tenders. All this with a side of Greek yogurt and lots of water to stay hydrated for all the jumping, cheering later on, and will make your game day one to remember. That's all for today's Health Corner. Tune in every Friday for more health tips. Now back to Adeline with more news.
Hello Week starts next week, and reporter Angel Buck has you covered on what you need to know.
Peer helpers are coming together to bring students and members of our school together by one simple word. You can brighten someone's day by just saying hello. The Start With Hello project helps people who are struggling and feeling isolated find a voice. Hundreds of schools in the U.S. will be participating during the week of September, starting on the 24th through the 28th. There will be posters that you can sign to show your support for the movement and everyone involved. This will be the third annual Start With Hello Week, and with many more to come. It's free, easy, and can impact our peers' lives with simple acts like this one.
Parents of the kids that got shot, it's an organization so that they can kind of help it out.
So we are doing Start With Hello Week to create a movement of where people speak to others that they've never spoken to before, so people won't feel excluded throughout the school and everyone can feel like they're a part of something.
So if you see our poster anywhere in the school, just sign it, and it's basically just a commitment that you'll speak to someone that you haven't before.
For THS TV, I'm Angel Buck.
I'm super excited to see all the peer helpers helping and saying hello to just people who might need it.
Yeah, it really spreads a positive message around the school that you can say hello to anybody, and makes it really impactful on every student. Even those that don't have a friend or need a friend, they can always see a friend in a peer helper.
We've got you covered on events happening around our school.
And now Peyton has you covered with today's bus stop forecast. Peyton?
If you are going to the game in Tuscaloosa County tonight, the high will be 83 degrees at kickoff, and at halftime it will be 79 degrees. That's all for today's Friday night forecast. Now back to you guys.
The game at Tuscaloosa County is at Tuscaloosa County tonight, and I'm just super excited for the game, and I get to cheer the game, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I always love going to the games. I usually work them and commentate them, which is really fun, and I love just seeing the Warriors go out there and do what they do. Over the past couple of years, they've been working really hard, and now it's finally paying off. So.
Yeah, I also like to see the fans coming out to support. I always know there's always a lot of people there, and just to see them cheering on the Warriors, it's just a really awesome experience.
Yeah, it really is. I can't wait to see everybody out there cheering on our Warriors.
That's all for today's news.
Tune in on Friday for a student spotlight.
And follow us on Twitter for updates on events happening at THS this week.
Have a great day.